Hi, everyone. I am Amy Zelmer. I am founder of Faces of TBI and creator of Amy's TBI Tribe and Concussion Discussions on Facebook. And I wanted to just hop into your email this morning and let you know about my upcoming 8-week course, Yoga, Anatomy, and Weights. And I'm really excited for this upcoming class because um, as we age, beginning as early as our 30s, we do start losing muscle mass and bone density. And then, particularly women, as we go into perimenopause and menopause, it becomes much more pronounced. And then in our 50s and 60s, for everybody, we start losing about 8% a year. And folks with brain injury are at a higher risk because we tend to be a little more sedentary in our lifestyle. And so I wanted to create this 8-week program specifically to help us preserve our muscle mass and bone density because we can very simply help prevent more rapid loss with strength training. And I know a lot of women in particular are like, oh, I don't want to do strength training. I don't want to get bulky. But here's the thing, you're not going to get bulky. We're not going to be lifting heavy weights, you guys. We are going to be working with very simple weights. I've got some 2-pounders here, 3-pound, 5-pound, and 8-pound. It's nice to have different weights for working different body parts because obviously our arms, we might need less weights than working our legs. And if you don't have a weight, I got this on Amazon for about $40. I picked these little 2-pounders up at like Home Goods, super cheap. But if you don't have weights, that's fine. You can use bottled water as a weight. You can use cans of soup. There's a lot of things you can use at home that are inexpensive if you don't want to invest in a weight set. But here's the thing, all we're looking at doing is doing some body resistance and strength training, and this is what helps us preserve muscle mass along with protein, but that's another story we'll talk about another day. So I wanted to develop this 8-week program so that each class will have a little anatomy lesson, because I really believe when you have like a basic understanding of your anatomy, you have more autonomy and control over your body. You understand a little more what's going on. So we'll have a short anatomy lesson in each class, and then we'll move into like a gentle yoga and weightlifting kind of combination. I want to make it fun for you, but yet very practical. And I'm going to go over how to properly use weights because I realize many folks have never lifted weights in their life. And so, or they're lifting them incorrectly. And so I will be going over how to properly do some of these weight exercises. And if you don't want to do the weights or if you want to do the exercises without weights, that's totally fine. You can also use resistant bands if you have those, or kettlebells. Some of you have, I know those are really popular. So some of you might have those at home instead of actual like barbell weights. And so we're going to talk a lot about how to properly use them. We're going to talk about safety. We're going to talk about, when to back out of an exercise if it's not feeling good in your body. But I want to talk here just a little bit more about our muscle mass. So, like I said, it begins in our 30s. There's a process called sarcopenia, and it causes gradual decline in muscle mass and strength. And this loss accelerates with age, leading to decreased mobility, increased risk of falls, and just a decline of overall quality of life. And for women experiencing menopause, hormonal changes can exacerbate this decline, making it even more crucial to address. Okay. So, similarly, bone density begins to dwindle as we age. And with menopausal and post-menopausal women particularly, you're susceptible to osteoporosis, which is weakened bones, and then you can lead to fractures. We often hear folks breaking a hip. And the decrease in estrogen during menopause accelerates bone loss, putting women at greater risk of fractures, especially the hips, spine, and wrists. So there's a solution. Enter strength training. This is a superhero in the battle against age related muscle and bone loss. So, contrary to popular belief, lifting weights isn't just for bodybuilders and athletes, it is a vital component of healthy aging for everyone, especially women. And so here's a little bit of how it works. So, building muscle, strength training exercises such as lifting weights, using resistance band, they stimulate muscle growth and help counteract the effects of sarcopenia. By challenging our muscles, we encourage them to adapt and grow stronger, preserving functionality and mobility as we age. We're also boosting bone health. Weight bearing exercises, including strength training, exert stress on our bones, prompting them to remodel and become denser. This helps combat the decline in bone density, reducing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. And enhanced hormonal balance. So, strength training has been shown to positively influence hormone levels, including estrogen, which can help mitigate some of the effects of menopause on muscle and bone health. So, there you have it. There's some of the science behind it all. Um, so, that is why I have created this 8-week program. So, we begin next week. We begin on April 2nd. It's Tuesday mornings at 9 Central. And if you're not able to make the live classes, they are all recorded and you will get the link within 24 hours for each class. Um, but like I said, each week we're going to have an anatomy lesson, and then we're going to transition into a blended yoga and weight training session. And again, we just want to begin to help stop the decline of muscle mass and bone density as we age. Like I said, folks with brain injuries are at a higher risk and can have greater bone loss earlier because we have more sedentary lifestyles. So I want to help us all get healthier, and I'm happy to help everybody. And, particularly this perimenopause and menopausal women, um, definitely this is for you. This is for everyone, but it's definitely for that demographic as well. And again, I just know so many women that are like, I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to do strength training. I don't want to get bulky. You're not going to get bulky. Like, it's just not going to happen. You have to be lifting really heavy weights every day, and doing other things. You have to be counting your macros. There's a lot that involved in getting bulky. It doesn't just happen from lifting weights. So let's clear up that misconception. Anyway, I hope that you will join me. It's truly pay what you choose, starting at $10, 25, 50, 75 is considered full price, and then 99 helps offset the cost for another student as well as your tuition. And if you pay at 75 or 99, you will also get a one-on-one private session with me to work on any component of what we're going through in class. So if you need a little more help with strength training or with yoga poses or with anatomy, we will have that one-on-one session. So anyway, go ahead, get signed up, use the link below this video. I'm really excited to kick off this 8-week class.